Hey Meow!
Hey Meow!
And welcome back to the channel.
I'm Shift.
And I'm Electro.
And we are
Shift Your Art.
And in today's video,
we are drawing another magical card for one of our other subscribers.
Magical card, magical girl.
Yeah! We have a theme here, magic. So,
yeah.
So this one is for Wonkalito, who I'm pretty sure has been a subscriber since forever.
Yes, they even said that they are well spoken in Meow.
Yes, which is always a plus. We just loved both of the comments that we did receive for our 1 year anniversary, and we're like, we have to draw both because I don't know. It was like one was like so dark, mysterious, and the other one was like complete opposite. We're like, what are the chances?
Yeah, like you and me, perfectly.
He's the dark one, by the way. So you might know we asked you all a few questions to answer, and basically what they came up with was a mermaid, fairy, princess, which is like well up your alley.
Yeah.
So Shift, as soon as he like heard the idea, he like brainstormed and he was like, I got so many ideas, and he like drew up a whole scheme and everything for me to design, draw the good version of. But yeah,
and instantly when I drew up the design, you loved it and you went full-fledged with it. Mm-hmm. And what I thought was they said they like tropical fish, and I instantly thought of the Chinese fighting fish. Mm-hmm. And when they said elegant, I was like, oh my god, a mermaid dress where the actual end of the dress is layers of a fighting fish's tail, and it comes out as like layers of the dress underneath and just goes whoop, 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 up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. You might see on the picture I kind of like tried to do that, but it's like a very hard technique to do layers of fabric on top of each other. It's like, how? I don't even know.
If you can't draw layers of fabric on top of each other, think of it as fins. If you can't draw fins on top of each other, think of it as fabric.
One or the other. So we went with that, and also the color scheme was like blues and greens.
Yes, blues and greens, but also with the cape, the wings, the cape, and everything, I really wanted it to be fabric as well. Like the Chinese fighting fish looks like moving fabric in water, so I designed it as something like that as well. So yeah.
Yeah, which was really cool. So, and then we also, because we had to do all the blues and all the greens and stuff, we did like a gradient effect on it. And then I like, when it came to the shading, I did like really silky and shiny. I was like, it has to be like super pretty and high end and glamorous fabric.
Yeah, so with the center of it, basically I did like a green color that was on the actual slightly blue side. Because there was going to be those blues, because there was going to be those greens, I wanted the center of it to be predominantly green, but to be a touch of blue. And then I wanted the actual blue to be the fins on it. So that's where the gradient came into it, and also I did more of just a grass green for the part of the top part.
There's like this weird thing around the breastises area. That's just green.
And also I wanted to bring the fantasy aspect into it. So they're not human. With these two characters, I did not want to do just a generic skin tone. So I grabbed a blue, and you might recognize the blue if you're a fan of me.
It's the Shift skin color.
Yes, it's my Shift skin color. It's the blue I love, and I use that. And actually in one of the last video as well, I took this skin color from the vampire that we loved doing as well.
Was it Lutharius?
Yes, and I added a little bit of green to it.
Yeah.
So also, the fact that I used the Shiftro skin color is because they wanted orange hair. Well, orange and yellow.
And last time, because you're a ginger, you have the blue skin with orange hair, so we knew it was going to look great. So.
Yes, that's exactly why I chose it. And also because, I don't know why, but green looks great on orange skin tone. And, did I say orange?
Orange, yes.
Ginger's skin tone. So I also knew that the green is going to look fantastic with the orange hair, and also green is complementary to blue, with the blue being in the green dress.
Yeah, and like the funniest thing about this, right, is like it's the exact, like almost the exact same colors as our previous one that we did, the Dark Princess. They just swapped her out, so it's like they've inverted that color scheme.
Yes.
And we're like, really? We got both of them wanted, like, we had greens and stuff. Like, greens is like our least used color in both of these. Fine.
They know.
Then we watch it.
Yeah, so also they said that they wanted to do something like yellow and copper, and I didn't know if you wanted to do streaks or like just interchanging, but I was just like, the way you actually did the hair flowing, you wanted the hair to flow mirroring the other picture.
The Dark Princess, yeah, because they're supposed to be like the opposite cards. Like in Cardcaptor Secure, there's a light and dark card, and they're basically a mirror of each other. So for these were being the two princesses, they're kind of a mirror. One's the Dark Princess and one's like the Fairy Princess. So the hairstyles are did similar, and then because you colored it similar, like it works great for the concept.
That's why I colored it ombre instead of doing it all the way through it. I was like, it has to be like dip, dye, ombre, whatever, the same way so that it actually flows.
Yes, and it turned out really cool, and I really actually love how I drew the hair. Like, I'm not one to really do hair like that. That's like windy looking. It's usually just a whole big, a lot of hair. Like this, they're wearing like 10 wigs and like, but this one was like, it was a lot more natural and like not as thick. It's got, you know.
It reminds me of a picture you did like 4 years ago of a demon. It was the first time you actually did motion in the hair, and you said that you like did it like you were flipping the hair. Like when you pull your hair out from your shirt when you've got longer hair.
Yeah.
You flip it up and it has this like ring of your hand still in it, even though your hands come out of it.
Yeah.
And that was the first picture you done with motion.
Yeah, like I never really draw the hair being affected by wind or elements and stuff. It's like, it just looks like they had like 10 cans of hairspray in their hair and it's just sitting there. But yeah, so that was really cool. I really loved it. And then like with the eyelashes, I like gave them really bold eyelashes that had like this weird circle things on the end because it's like, it looks really weird and alien-ish.
And it kind of complements the bottom of the dress or fins, and the top of the wings being the exact same kind of ball tip thing.
Yeah, it was just like this one little weird element that instead of it just making look like normal fabric, there was like this little weirdness about it. So I gave that a little bit more fantasy on top of it. And then also with the green dress, I added this like scaly pattern because it's like, it just looks so plain after I shaded it. And then after I did all the fabric pieces, because it was so shiny and bright and the gradient and stuff, it just had so much volume to it that the dress kind of like didn't look as, like, it didn't fit as well. It didn't look as elegant. So I added like this weird scale pattern, made it all green and then like metallic-y green, and then gave it this weird shine and overlay things and stuff.
I've been finding myself doing so many patterns lately. I've fallen in love with making my own patterns or using stamps on Photoshop and just bringing the art to a different level with them.
Yeah, like it's just experimenting. Like I before just shaded, and then after watching a few YouTubers like Flying Pinks, they added like patterns over their shading and stuff, so I started doing that. And now I'm like trying to just play with it and make my own patterns and add them on top to just make it that even extra like super awesome.
Yeah, I'm like totally thinking I'm going to look up tutorials on how to make your own permanent stamps and just sit there for like 2 days and make like 50 different stamps, because I feel like I need a new soft brush, a softer soft brush.
Soft brush.
Yes, I feel like I am rather pushing way too hard, or there is not a soft brush in Photoshop or Sai that will fit the needs of me.
Because you're so heavy-handed, you're just like, color.
You're like, you need to be more heavy-handed with your color, with your shading. It's too light. And I'm like, there's a really big line going through my picture. I don't know why. You're too heavy-handed. What?
But yeah, as well as unfortunately we still don't have any ink for our printer, so I didn't print it out and make it into an actual card yet. But if you had missed it, we posted a couple of pictures of Instagram, but I chucked them out at the end of this video so you can actually see the other picture. We try to make it all pretty and like, you know, legit and stuff. Yeah. The camera that we use is terrible, so it's all grainy and like gross looking. But we tried.
It's a camera phone.
We can't afford one of those fancy things. So there's that. You guys can look out too. And then I've already got like another video ready. I'm like on a roll this week. So the next video will be out in a couple of days.
Yep. And I have a video coming out. I have no idea when you want to bring that out, but yeah.
So guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and
don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, and we hope you have a wonderful existence. Bye, Meow.
Bye, Meow.